and the paragraph can say like, I love tuna so much, and this next piece of information can say I love bacon so much, and this last piece of information can say I love yo mama so much. So this would say I love tuna, I love bacon, I love your mama. That's what we're creating right here. Now after this, of course, we're moving to a new row, so we want to add another clear. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to add another single column, because on the third row we have a single column and a double column, but we also did something special with this. Notice that this is a black box, and what I did on my website is whenever I made my private messenger, I added a black box on the conversation area because it makes the text a little bit easier to read. So let's go ahead and do the easy part first. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add a single column, and this just says, I don't know, I'll put I am a single column black box, something like that, and then we can add the double column. So column 2. And guys, this is an easy way to make sure that your layout is right. In between every clear, make sure that the column total equals 3. So this equals 3, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3, 1 plus 2 equals 3. You always want 3 because this is a 3-column layout. Simple enough. So, okay, for the 1 we put I'm a column black box, and for this says I am outside the black box but on the same row. Wow, did I actually spell everything right? I actually accidentally spelled everything right. Alright, now for the black box, how do we set that? Because if we ran it right now, it wouldn't have any black box. And guys, so glad you asked. This is actually incredibly easy. Go ahead and set the class equal to black box. Now what this is going to do is it's going to give you not only a black background that is slightly darker, but it's going to make the border around it slightly curved, and it gives you a really nice futuristic look. And also, this isn't, it looks, oh excuse me, I got the hiccups, it looks completely black on the computer screen, but in real life you can see that it's kind of transparent, so you can still see through it, get a really nice sweet look. So now we created this row, we're done with it. We only have 2 more rows to go. This, which we already know how to create, and this image row. So again, since we're done with this row, let's go ahead and clear it to tell our browser, hey, we are working with a new row. Now we can just go ahead and add another heading. And what did this heading say? My profile. Alright. So this would say my profile. And now let's go ahead and clear that. You guys are probably getting the hang of this by now. So clear that. And the last thing that we want to do is we want to add another 3-column layout. I'll show you guys what we're creating right now. Now, first of all, we're creating a 3-column layout, but we want to do it a little bit differently. Even though this only looks like 1 column, let me see if I can. Even though this only looks like 1 column, this is actually a 3-column layout if I added more text. So I'm going to show you guys how to add this picture and also this text right here all in a single row basically. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to put everything in a paragraph because this gives it the proper padding and kind of the housekeeping stuff that we need. So even though we're adding an image and also some links to your profile, this is how you do that. So the first thing you want to do is you want to add the image that's going to be floating left. Now, I don't know if I gave you guys that image. You can use any image from the computer. Image source equals, again, you can put this, you know, a path to your local, or, you know, just find an image off the computer, off Google, anywhere. Now the class for this image is actually going to be 2 classes. Image left, and that's going to make it float left. And anytime you want to add multiple classes, you don't add 2 class tags. You just go ahead and write the class with a space in between, and then you write white border. So again, this image has two classes applied to it. Image left, which makes it float left, and white border, which gives it that white cool looking border around the image. And if you don't have this, the image looks kind of weird because it's a dark image and it blends into a kind of dark background. And when you add that white border, it makes it stand out, and it makes it, well, just stand out is probably the best word. So after we added that image, remember, what we want to do is we want to make sure that the links we add display to the side of it instead of underneath it. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing we want to do is, of course, add links. So a style, actually, let me go ahead and finish writing my link. So this, of course, would be a link to either my profile or, an article maybe. So if it's a link to your profile, then you can just write your name and that'll link to your profile. Or if it's a link to an article, you can just write href, and then it would say something like read, more, I don't know, something like that. But anyways, the style for this first one is going to be display. Let me make sure that you guys are seeing this properly. Display font weight. What do I got? Freaking sausage fingers today? Font weight bold, and also the color equals white. So that's actually display inline. That's what you want, because you don't want this one to be a block level element. You want it to be inline since you're floating the image to the left. Now again, what this does is it creates this right here, which would actually be a link if I gave it an href, but you can just add that right now. Now again, this would link to your profile or something, and this would link to an article, but for right now I'm just showing you guys how to do the basics. You can make it link to whatever you want, but that is how you create this section where you have an image that's floating to the left, and you also have two links, and you can actually also make this image a link. That might be better for the user. So you can either have them click, this or this. But anyways, we're getting kind of off track here because what we're focusing on is the entire layout, and that is how you create a 3-column layout. And again, one last time. And this is if you only remember one thing, one thing from these HTML section of this tutorial, remember this. Whenever you make a 3-column layout, every single one of your rows has to add up to 3. So this is 3, 3 equals 3, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3, 1 plus 2 equals 3, and 3 equals 3. 3 equals 3. Simple enough. So now what I'm going to do in the next video is I'm not even going to show you guys how to create this 2-column layout because it's incredibly easy. You make a 2-column layout and everything has to add up to 2, either 2 equals 2 or 1 plus 1 equals 2. Simple enough. In the next tutorial, what I want to do is I want to go over this programs menu because it's actually a lot different, as well as these notification icons and the logout button. And once we finish this, you guys are going to be pros and know how to create the coolest footer ever designed. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.